Hi students, today we discuss about the general characters and classification of phylum Nematoda. Nematoda are Nemat, Helminthes are Ask Helminthes. So the phylum Nematoda is also called Nematohelminthes or Ask Helminthes. The term nematoda and Nematohelminthes coined by Gegenbach. Gegenbach. So the terms nematoda or Nematohelminthes was coined by Gegenbach. Next, the Ask Helminthes was coined by Graben. Nematoda, Nematohelminthes, and Haskellminthes are Greek words. These are Greek words. Here, nematoda means nema, thread. Eidos, form. So here, nema and eidos both are Greek words. Nema means thread, eidos means form. So these animals appears like threads. Threads. Next, Nematohelminthes. Nematohelminthes also Greek word. Nematos means thread. Helminth means worm. Helminth means worm. So, Nematohelminthes animals are thread-like worms. Thread-like worms. Next, Ask Helminthes. Ask Helminthes. Here, askus means hallow. Helminth means worm. Helminth means worm. So, Nema, Eidos, Nematos, Helminth, Ascus, and Helminth. These are Greek words. So here, Nematoda, the words Nematoda, Nematohelminthes was coined by Gegenbach. Next, Ask Helminthes was coined by Graben. The animals of Ask Helminthes are live in cavities of the body organs or hollows of the body organs. So these are called Ask Helminthes. Next, general characters. These are nematodes are commonly called roundworms. Roundworms. Commonly called roundworms. These are free living or parasitic on plants or animals. So some are free living. Example, Griffella. Griffella is an animal or nematode. Griffella is free living. Next, some are parasites which lives on plants or animals for food, shelter, protection, etc. Parasitic example, Ascaris, Wuchereria bancrofti. Wuchereria bancrofti. Ascaris, Wuchereria bancrofti are parasitic animals. Next, some are aquatic. Some are aquatic and some are terrestrial. So some nematodes lives in water. Those are aquatic. Some are terrestrial, live on land. So some are aquatic and some are terrestrial. Next, body is cylindrical, elongated, and both ends are pointed. So body is cylindrical shape. So this is nematode. So body is cylindrical shaped, elongated. So it has a long body and both ends are pointed. Anterior and posterior ends are pointed. Next, these are triploblastic. Having three germ layers, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Triploblastic. Triplo means three. So they develop three germ layers such as ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Triploblastic. Next, bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical. Bilateral symmetry means the animal cut into two equal parts by only one plane passing through the central axis of the body is called bilateral symmetrical. Next, nematodes exhibits organ system level of organization. System level of organization. So nematodes are multicellular. Cells together form tissues which forms organs, and organs forms organ systems. So nematohelminthes or nematodes exhibits organ system level of organization. Next, body is unsegmented. Body is unsegmented. The body does not divide into segments. So body is unsegmented. Next, body is covered by protective collagenous cuticle. So the body is covered by protective collagenous cuticle. This is cuticle. It protects the animal. So the body is covered by protective collagenous cuticle. This is the cuticle is transparent. So this is transparent. So body is covered by collagenous protective transparent cuticle. Body is covered by collagenous protective transparent cuticle. Next, nematodes are pseudocoelomates. What is pseudocoelom? The coelom is present between body wall and organs, but it is not covered by mesodermal layers. Such coelom is called pseudocoelom. So coelom is present, or body cavity is present between body wall and organs, but it is not lined by mesodermal layer. Such type of coelom is called pseudocoelom. Next, the pseudocoelom is filled with pseudocoelomic fluid. The pseudocoelomic fluid act as hydrostatic skeleton. So the pseudocoelom is filled with fluid called pseudocoelomic fluid. It acts as hydrostatic skeleton. Next, body wall has epidermis. It is syncytium. So body wall has epidermis or outer layer. It is syncytium. Syncytium means having many nuclei. Generally, each cell contains one nucleus. Some possess two nucleus, but the body wall or epidermal cells are syncytium, having many nuclei. Next, alimentary canal. Alimentary canal begins with mouth, so this is nematode. This is mouth, this is anus, this is alimentary canal. So this is mouth, this is alimentary canal, this is anus. So the alimentary canal or gut begins with mouth and ends with anus. So mouth and anus both are present. Between mouth and anus, a tube-like alimentary canal is present. So, nematodes exhibits tube within a tube structure. Tube within a tube structure. Tube within a tube organization. So, body is a tube. Inside the tube-like body possesses a tube-like alimentary canal. The total body is tube-like. Body possesses a tube-like alimentary canal. So, tube within a tube organization. So, the nematodes exhibits tube within a tube organization for the first time. Next, excretory system. Excretory organs. Excretory system consists of rennet gland and ducts. Rennet gland. So the excretory system consists of rennet gland. Rennet gland collect the waste from coelomic fluid. It is travel through the excretory ducts. Excretory ducts. Next, nervous system. Nervous system. Nervous system consists of enteric nerve ring, ganglia, and nerves. So the nervous system of nematodes consists of enteric nerve ring, ganglia, and nerves. Here the nerve ring is located around the pharynx. Around the pharynx. So this is nerve ring. So the nervous system consists of enteric nerve ring. This is nerve ring. Nerve ring is located or situated around the esophagus. Around the esophagus. Next, it possesses ganglia and nerves. So, the nervous system consists of longitudinal, longitudinal nerve cords, longitudinal nerve cords, and ganglia, So these are ganglia. So nervous system consists of enteric nerve ring, which is present around the esophagus. Next, the longitudinal nerve cords are present, or nerves are present, and ganglia also present. Sensory structures are poorly developed. So sensory structures are poorly developed. Nematodes possess amphids and plasmids. Here, amphids and plasmids are sensory structures. So sensory structures are poorly developed, but they possess amphids and plasmids. Here, amphids and plasmids are sensory structures. Next, circulatory and respiratory systems are absent. So the circulatory and respiratory systems are not developed, are absent in the nematodes. Respiration occurs through body wall by simple diffusion due to absence of specific respiratory organs. So body wall helps in gaseous exchange by simple diffusion. The pseudocoelomic fluid transport the substances due to absence of circulatory system. So the circulatory and respiratory systems are absent. Next, sexes are separate. Sexes are separate. So nematodes are unisexuals or dioecious. Dioecious. So sexes are separate. So these are unisexuals or dioecious, and male and females are separate. Male and females are separate. Unisexuals. Unisexuals means uni means single. So male animals and female animals are separate. Next, sexual dimorphism is clear. Sexual dimorphism clear or distinct? Sexual dimorphism means we can identify the male and female animals with the help of their some external characters called sexual dimorphism. We identify male and female animals with the help of some external characters. That is sexual dimorphism. So nematodes exhibits sexual dimorphism. We identify male nematodes and female nematodes with the help of their external characters. So male animals exhibit some separate characters and female exhibit some separate characters. So male and female. What are the difference between male and female nematodes? Male animal is shorter than female. Male animal or male nematodes are shorter than females. Females are longer than males. So so this is male animal, this is female animal. So male animal is shorter than female. Female is longer than male. Next, the posterior end of the male is curved. So male animal possesses curved posterior end. So male possesses curved posterior end. Curved posterior end. But female possesses straight posterior end. There is no curve in the female. So female possesses straight posterior end. At the curved region, a opening is present called cloaca. So at the curved end, the male animal possesses a opening called cloaca. So male animal possesses cloaca. Cloaca is a opening. The alimentary canal and reproductive organs are open out through cloaca. Alimentary canal and reproductive organs are open out through cloaca. So male animal possesses cloaca at its posterior end or curved end. Next, cloaca is absent. Cloaca is absent in the females. Cloaca is absent in females. Next, at the cloaca, a pair of equal or unequal pineal spicules are present in the males. So males possess a pair of equal or unequal cloacal spicules are present. Cloacal spicules are pineal spicules or capillary spicules. Are present. The cloacal or capillary spicules are absent in females. So, capillary spicules are absent in the females. What is the function of capillary spicules? The male animal release its male gametes into female with the help of pineal spicules or cloacal spicules. So the pineal spicules helps in the transfer of male gametes from male animal into female animal. The capillary spicules are absent in females. Next, anus is absent. So, anus is absent in male nematodes. The posterior end of the female possesses a opening called anus. Alimentary canal open out through anus in females. So, females possess anus. So, anus is present at the posterior end of the female. Next, female possess female genital opening near to the mouth or 1/3 length of from the mouth. So a opening is present at 1/3 length from the mouth called female genital opening. The female genital opening is absent in the male. So female genital opening is absent in males, but female genital opening is absent in male animals, but the female genital opening is present in the females. So these are the differences between male and female nematodes. With the help of these characters, we identify the male animals With the help of these characters, we identify the female nematode. So the nematodes exhibits sexual dimorphism. Here, male animals and female animals are separated. Next, reproduction. Reproduction is by sexual method. Reproduction is by sexual method. Sexual method means involvement of male and female gametes is called sexual reproduction. So next, fertilization. Fertilization is internal. During copulation, the male animal release its male gametes into females through female genital opening with the help of cloacal spicules. Cloacal or copulatory spicules. So now the female produce female gametes. Now the male gametes and female gametes are fused in the female body or female animal. So fertilization occurs inside the female body. So the fertilization occurs inside the animal body is called internal fertilization. So fertilization is internal. Next, development. Development is direct or indirect. In some nematodes, development is direct. There is no larval stage. In some, development is indirect. Larval stage is formed. The larva exhibits 4 moltings and develops into adult animal. So larva exhibits 4 moltings and develops into adult. Molting means removal of layers of the body wall. Layers of the body wall is called molting. Removal of layers of the body wall is called molting. So the larva exhibits 4 moltings and develops into adult form. So these are the next. Some nematodes are oviparous. So some nematodes are oviparous. Oviparous example, Ascaris. Oviparous means, ovi means egg. So the animal which lay eggs are called oviparous. The animal which lay eggs called oviparous. Example, Ascaris. Some are oviparous and some are viviparous. Some are viviparous. Example, Dracunculus. Viviparous means the animal which release young ones directly is called viviparous. The animal which deliver young ones directly is called viviparous. Example, Dracunculus. Some are ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous. Example, Oceraria bancrofti. Oceraria bancrofti is a ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous means the animal which release eggs with embryo called ovoviviparous. Eggs contains embryos. So release eggs with embryos called ovoviviparous. Example, Oceraria bancrofti. So some of the nematodes are oviparous. Example, Ascaris, lay eggs. Some are viviparous. Example, Dracunculus, deliver directly young ones. Some are ovoviviparous. Example, Oceraria bancrofti, release or deliver eggs with embryos. So these are the general characters of phylum Nematoda. Next, classification of phylum Nematoda. The phylum Nematoda classified into two classes. Class A, Phasmidia, and Phasmidia. Class Phasmidia. So phylum Nematoda classified into two classes, A, Phasmidia and Phasmidia. A means without or absent. So in these animals, phasmids are absent. Phasmids are absent. Here, nematodes possess amphids and phasmids. Here, amphids and phasmids are sensory structures. Sensory structure. So, in the A Phasmidia, phasmids are absent. A Phasmidia, A means without or absent. But amphids are present. Amphids are present. The amphids are located around the oral region. Around the oral region. Oral means, oro means mouth. This is mouth. So, amphids are located around the oral region. Around the oral region or around the mouth. Here, amphids are chemoreceptors. Chemoreceptors. Mostly, the animals of A Phasmidia are free living. Few are parasitic. Few are parasitic. Example, trichinella. Example, trichinella. Trichinella. Next to Trichiorix. Trichinella and Trichiorix. So many of the apasmidians are free living, few are parasitic. Few are parasitic. So here plasmids are amphids are situated around the oral region. These are chemoreceptors. Example, trichinella and trichiorix. Next, class Plasmidia. Here, amphids are absent. Amphids are absent, but plasmids are present. Plasmids are glandulosensory structure.